Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our Feed My Kids run here on Zielonka. Just finished up planting all of the oats. We're going to go ahead and get this dropped off. Go grab the corn planter over there that you can see I've got set up already. But I needed this tractor for it because it's a little bit more powerful. Technically needs 300 horsepower. This tractor has 260. So I think it'll still be able to do it. It might be a little bit slower than normal, but it should still be all right. We'll find out. It's pretty flat field. I mean, so I don't think it's gonna have too much trouble. Get this all set up. Then we'll get our other tractor to come pick up all these bales of silage. And then we'll have all three fields basically where we want them. And it's just a matter of waiting for the crops to show up. We do have a bunch of raisins over there that I'm trying to decide if I want to sell those or what I want to do with those. We also have a bunch of, obviously baby food still. So need to figure out the best time to sell that as well. All right, corn it is. Let's make sure you're lined up properly. Let's go. Can you pull this? I would imagine that you can. Yeah, you're fine. You're not gonna be no problems at all. Cool. All right, let's grab you, and let's get you. Turn down the music a little bit. I think. One sec, I'll be right back. Might have just been me, but it was a little bit loud for me. All right, let's go ahead and hook this up, grab the bales, get them pulled off to the side. Obviously, we're going to be selling a bunch of these bales. I don't know how many we're going to sell. I haven't really thought that through. It's kind of the same thing with the raisins. I just don't know if we want to go ahead and just sell a bunch of raisins or do something else with them. Looks like I do need to pick up a load of honey. Let me grab that real quick so it can just be doing its thing and I don't forget about it. Honey's the same thing. Do we just sell a bunch now while we're kind of waiting for everything to get caught back up? I mean, that's probably a decent idea. I mean, maybe we just sell everything and then worry about, you know, the cereal and the milk itself once we've got the money to be able to do that. We're slowly piecing together the cereal. The cereal should come online sooner than the milk because as soon as we can buy the cereal factory. Oh, that was a tiny bill. As soon as we buy the cereal factory, we should be good to go on the cereal itself. Because we got all the components once we get the corn and the oats, but the corn and the oats are going down now. Corn, oats, raisins, honey. I think that's it. So yeah, once we get the corn and oats harvested, we can start making cereal for sure. Corn should not take long to plant. It's a pretty big planter, thankfully. I only had several small bales that now I vaguely remember that I did realize I did like the first pass with the small bales and then I changed it once I got to the end or something like that. I don't remember now. Something along those lines. Interestingly enough, it doesn't mean we could fit another layer back there, which was a little unexpected. I shouldn't need to do anything with the grass until next month. I think it's July is when we're harvesting again. All right, got that going. We can just leave this trailer here for now. We're not gonna use it for anything until we need to transport to the baby food, which I don't think we're gonna do just yet. Let me just check some prices real quick. So baby food, in fact, we can just look at this thing. So we got honey. Honey says it can sell at best in March. It's only about 4,000 bucks with the honey. So honestly, there's not really huge value in selling the honey. We might as well just hold on to it. Raisins, there's a bit more value. That's $18,000 worth of raisins, which is not half bad. Currently we're sitting on what price for raisins? There we go. Raisins are currently, and we can go up to 15.52. I mean, it's, you know, 15.18 at the supermarket. It's not bad, but it looks like the best month would probably be something like September or October, according to this. So one of the two. Grape juice. We obviously have basically none at the moment, so we'll have to wait for that. It's really just the raisins and the baby food that we would really be considering selling at all. I mean, theoretically, we have $140,000 worth of stuff available to us right now. That's not counting the fact that this is all going to turn into silage at some point and be worth significantly more. So we probably have a close to 200 grand worth of things to sell. Obviously, some of this we won't sell, like the seeds and things like that, but it's not bad. I mean, it'll get us started. And then, of course, we want to sell the building over there, the baby food plant. That'll get us a little bit more, too. I mean, we're just still a little ways away from being able to do the cows. We might have to do cereal for a cycle or two before we can actually do the cows themselves. Let me actually just grab you for a second. Let's do this little bit down here. Just so I don't have to come back. A little bit of a hill, but I don't think it was too impactful. At some point, we might get us a better tractor, but it's not a critical item right now, I don't think. All right, that is that. Let's get you dropped off over here. And we're pretty much ready to fast forward. We'll fast forward to next month. We'll be able to do some herbicide, fertilizer, all that kind of stuff. And that will be good. I'm just going to park this behind the silo over here. Cool. All right. Let's fast forward and get ready for all the spraying stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to do right now. I don't think so. Oh, unless I wanted to spit out some raisins. Which, yes, maybe. We're going to try and sell a few before we get to the ready for the cereal. Let me just store that. At least until it jumps out a bunch. Or some, at least. Guess that's all I can jump out. Okay. Then we can go ahead and store the, or do we want to distribute the rest? I mean, it's not going to hold enough for the rest, so I guess I'm going to have to go pick some up. That thing actually fills up pretty quickly. It's like 2 months and it's full. At full capacity. I do need to double check to see if it will do both grape juice and raisins at the same time, like the same rate, right? Or it might be doing them at a reduced rate. I know we know that the baby food does full rate on all 3 lines, but I just don't know if that's the same for the grape fast facility or not. Oh, it's only got 4 pallet spots out here. that is that. So we're at 953, and let me write this down just so I can see how much it's actually doing. If I could find my pen. Where did my pen go? All right, well, then I will write it down on my little marker board over here. So 953 and 138. And it can produce 6,480 in a month of the raisins. Grape juice, it is a little bit less. I'm just going to write down 1296 times 4. And we'll figure out the math later if it looks like it's close. All right, we'll go with that. And, oh, do I have the raisins turned on? I don't have the raisins turned on. Let's turn those on. And grapes are full. Everything's getting distributed here from you. So should be good to see what it looks like. And we might not have enough grapes coming in for both lines, but we should have enough for at least 1 month. And if it's both are going at full tilt, then we can adjust. And actually, let me just write down the number of grapes as well. 54,309. Alrighty, let's fast forward. I'm going to fast forward to 9 o'clock, I guess, because I just want to make sure it's basically a full 24 hours, more or less. So I would expect to have 7,300 and what is that? I guess 7,433-ish on the raisins. Oh, it's spitting them out. I forgot to distribute them. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we do not have a full thing of raisins, and we don't have a full thing. So it is going at half capacity, trying to do both. Which does mean we have enough grapes to keep up with it. But we would need a second facility if we actually wanted to do a full line of both grapes and raisins, or grape juice and raisins. I'm going to let it go for now because we're not doing the cereal yet anyway. And these actually sells for more. So raisins at its best price sells for $15.52. $15.52 per 1,000 liters, and we can do, what did I say? Well, it's $15.52 per 1,000 liters of grapes as well, because it's a 1-to-1 relationship, right? So yeah, 1-to-1 versus 5-to-4 for the other one. So it really just depends on where grape juice is in relative. Grape juice is around 17.93, so 17.93 divided by 4. Times 5? No, I did that backwards. 17.93. It uses more raisins. So it's actually 14.30. It's actually less profitable, I think, because it uses more raisins. Not by much, by about $100. I was going to do grape juice if we for sure could get, you know, both lines going full speed, right? Like that would make perfect sense. If they're only going half speed, then maybe the grape juice isn't worth doing after all. It's unfortunate. I wonder why they do half speed. I feel like it's a little bit of an unfortunate miss on just making it fun, I guess, really. I mean, we could always put down another factory, but how long would it take to pay off of a factory? Let's see, construction. I mean, we can't buy one now anyway, but just for checking, another great facility would be that one. So it's $80,000, and I mean, essentially it's pure profit, right? Because we don't put, there's no money going into either of these because we've already got the grape stuff down. And we're putting the water in for free, more or less. I mean, we're talking production cycles, but I'm not worried about that. So in order to pay it off with the grape juice, in a month we can get how much grape juice? Sorry. 1,296 times 4, 5,000 liters per month. which divided by 1,000 times 1,793, I think it was. Yeah, 1,793, which is, it's close enough. So we get per month, we can get 10,000 bucks. So it would pay for itself in 8 months. 8 months it would pay for itself. Do we just put another one down and just run the grape juice too? Just to kind of have us a little bit more something, you know, a little extra flavor added in. No, I'm not sure if a pun was intended there or not. Again, we don't have the money for it right now. We would have to sell enough to get the money. But theoretically, within 8 months, we would have enough to buy that second one just from the grapes alone. It's tempting. It's very, very tempting. Or just give up on the grape juice, just do raisins. I mean, all of the above are valid options. I like the idea of doing the grape juice because, you know, kids need juice. And I think it still fits the theme of what we're trying to do here quite nicely. I don't know why the trailer, like, starts to shift. Like, what's causing that? It's settling, I guess. Maybe it's a little bit of a... I don't know if the hill goes that direction or not, though. It's kind of weird. Well, let me think about this a little bit while we get the herbicide and stuff done. Let's get you rolling on that, and we'll think that through. I'm going to be kind of, I don't know, multitasking here a little bit, hopefully. All right, we got to get herbicide, or sorry, fertilizer in here, so we'll do that first. All right, I'm going to go ahead and a little skip in here. I'll be right back once we get done with this, and I'll also be thinking through our question here. All right, we're back. Just finishing up the weeding here on the cornfield. Got the other two fields already done with herbicide and fertilizer. And I think I am going to go ahead and do the grape juice as a second facility. So as soon as we get 80,000 bucks, I think we will go ahead and get that rolling, which actually probably also means that I need to... Be a little bit annoying because there's gonna be some lingering, but let me what's the best way to do this? I might actually babysit it and fast forward until we get exactly the amount that I'm looking for so that I can have 0 grape juice left at the current facility. In fact, let me just get that rolling right now. So we're gonna distribute that and we're gonna store that, and I'll start fast forwarding here in a moment, and then we'll get it emptied out of grape juice and we'll move the grape juice over to a different facility once we're ready for that. A temporary setback to get us a longer term gain. And since we're going to be doing the milk and cereal for what, I think 7 years or something like that, it'll definitely pay for itself. And it's possible we might even continue the grape juice itself into the potato chip phase because, you know, at some point, why not? It's kind of makes sense there as well. Honestly, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add to the potato chips, because even with the grape juice, that's only 2 products. I wouldn't mind having a third. Thought about doing cake, but that's a lot. So maybe not cake. I'll think about it. We have time. I mean, to be fair, we would have most of the pieces for the cake because we'd already have the milk down from the cows, but that means keeping the cows a bit longer, which I don't know if I want to do that. All right, that is that. Next up is, I mean, we're really just waiting for stuff to grow so we can harvest, and then we obviously need to sell at some point. I mean, the price of Erlengrad's really nice right now, but I think that's still lower than it could be. Same thing for the raisins, for the grape juice and raisins. So we'll ignore those for the moment. Oh, I need to go, gonna go unload the honey real quick. Alrighty, let's fast forward. Let's make sure these are not changed any prices that we want. I mean, 921 for beetroot is about as good as it's gonna get. Honestly. We probably should go knock that out real quick. Oh, I need to get the trailer. Oh, that's right. It's hooked up to the case tractor currently with products on it, so we'll just dump this off. We'll come back and get that later. I mean, we'll have to put down some more grape stuff, but that should be fine. Love to get a semi-truck that can just both pull a lot and move faster. Kind of the best of both worlds here for transportation, but we're a ways away from that, I think. Not really a priority. Money's coming in pretty well, though. I mean, we got some pretty good, consistent money at the moment. Again, at some point, we are going to take the loan out for the cows. We will need that in order to get the cows up at all. But we're not really going to do that until we get some of the other bits and bobs, I think. What is this? I think this might be carrots. Yep. Do I still have it distributing? I must, right? Obviously. I mean, I guess all the stuff's out there. I could go ahead and just load everything up, get it set off to the side, so we're just gonna have it ready to go. Come on, there we go. I was like, where are you at, carrots? Best way to get in there. Let's just try coming at a deeper angle. See if that'll get us the rest of these off of there. We got one. There we go. So I gets all the carrots at least. Get these set off to the side over here. right, let's get the beetroots spit out. And actually, once we spit all these out, we can go ahead and sell this facility, couldn't we? Actually, not a lot of beetroots. Probably could have transported this with the Bronco, but that's all right. We're here now. Anything else like even close to being a decent price? I mean, we could just sell them all. I mean, they're $10 off basically. Let's just sell them all. Let's get it done. Move on with our lives. I think that's probably the best move. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these transported over to the sell point, and then I'll bring you guys back for whatever's next. We're going to go ahead and call the episode there, though. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.